You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi everyone, this is Michelle Fern, host of Best Bets for Pets. Oh, what do we have here? One of my furry friends is coming by to say hello. We have a great show today. Your dogs are probably bored a lot this time of year. You know, they're inside a lot. Well, we have some great ideas and some great toys to keep them occupied. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back, right after these messages. Stay tuned.
We really love pets. There isn't anything we won't do to make sure they're getting the best products and the best care. So when you ask us a question like,
so how do you feel about cat condos?
We can say from experience,
feels like home for her.
Enter the code LUCKY10, LUCKY, the number 10, and get 10% off any order. No minimum at petco.com.
FTD's network of over 40,000 florists around the world have been creating beautiful handcrafted arrangements for 100 years. Each arrangement is delivered the same day and backed by FTD's 7-day satisfaction guarantee. For a century, people have trusted their most important occasions to the flower experts at FTD.
Since Pet Life Radio is all about puppy dogs and flowers, our listeners, that's you, can get a 20% discount on your order. Just go to fluorop.com and use the code LUCKIES20 at checkout. FLEUROP.com. Code word LUCKYS and the number 20.
How would you like your business to reach out and invite in our audience? We have a brand new trademark concept called Info Seeds. Info Seeds are short 20-second seeds of information about your place of business, practice, or service. We only have a limited number of slots left. For more information, visit PetLifeRadio.com. Click on sponsorship information. There you can listen to a sample of Info Seed or email us at PetLifeRadio.com. Remember, only a limited number of opportunities are available.
Got questions about your hound's health? Need the facts on Fido's fitness or food? You want to unleash your pup's potential? Well, you've come to the right place with Win with Dogs. Here, we learn how easy it is to naturally improve the lives of our furry friends. So sit, stay, and get ready to win with dogs. With me, Raquel Wynn. Exercise, nutrition, interaction, and love make for one healthy, happy hound. Give yourself the gift of knowledge on demand every week right here at Pet Life Radio with me, Raquel Wynn, and Win with Dogs.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Today I have with me Kristen Underwood from Petmate. Welcome, Kristen.
Thank you very much.
So, Petmate has some new products for dogs and cats, some great and unusual types of toys. How did these toys come about?
Well, the first toy that we're introducing right now is called the Cat Scratch Wheel. And like you said earlier, for cats that are indoors all the time, it is hard to get out and get exercise and to get playtime and to get interactive fun kind of with the pet parent. So the new Cat Scratch Wheel is made with two different materials. It has a carpet around the wheel itself that spins to keep the cats active and moving, and then also a corrugate base so they can file down their claws on that corrugate base. So it's a really fun, interactive product they can use with the pet parent or really alone.
And there's another cat toy as well, the Crazy Circle?
Correct. The Crazy Circle has been a favorite Petmate toy for a long time now, and it's a large circle, and it has a plastic ball that goes around the inside with openings so the cats can reach in and sort of bat the ball around. So there's constant movement. It's fun to play with. It keeps cats exercising. It keeps them excited and keeps them entertained for times when they are stuck inside. And it's really made to be durable, so it stands up to a lot of tough play.
Oh, that's great, because cats can be rough on toys sometimes.
Especially if they're sliding all over the house, for sure.
Yeah. Now, there's some great toys that you've developed for dogs. Can you tell us about these?
Of course. One of our newest toys we just came out with is our wobbling treat ball. And it's a treat ball with a weighted base. And so the pet parent would open the cap of the treat ball and fill it up with either treats or their dog's favorite kibble. And as the dog kind of pushes the treat ball around the house, treats will fall out. It has an opening on the front so that pet parents can use it to make it more difficult or make it less difficult for the dog to play with. So the wider the opening, the easier it is for the treats to fall out.
Now, I did try the sample, and my dogs loved it. It's a nice shape. It looks like a huge egg, maybe an ostrich egg. It's huge. It's a good size for any dog. I have a 20-pound and a 45-pound playing with it, and they both love it. It's very entertaining. It's very durable, and it just went over so well. It's a really great toy. Now, there's also Petmate Boodas.
Yes, the Boodas are a combination of a plush toy and a treat ball. So they've got a center area of the toy that's made out of a high-quality, real durable plastic that can be unscrewed, and then pet parents can put treats into those. So it has kind of a two-in-one feature with the plush toys that every dog loves, and then a treat ball in the center to kind of keep it a little more exciting and something that pet parents can refill really easily to keep the dog entertained and keep the dog interested in the toys.
This is also really good because it combines two different toys. My littlest dog took over this toy, and he won't let anybody else go near it. He growls if the other one tries to go and play with it. He really likes this toy. Now, how did the development and ideas come about for these two toys? Because they're really unique. And the cat items, too?
Well, I think that, especially with the dog toys, treat balls are always exciting. I think it's a good way for pet parents to interact with the pet so that they are kind of watching what the pet's doing, the refilling the treats, kind of just keeping them entertained and keeping them active. And we really try to focus when we're doing new toys, both for cats and dogs, on toys that keep the animals active, and then also toys that are interactive for both the pet and the pet parent to use.
Well, they do that. Absolutely. Now, there's one more toy that you want to tell us about called the Big Squeaks?
Correct. We're very excited about this one. It's the best part of the toy for a lot of dogs is the squeaker on the inside of the toy. So what we've done is made just one huge squeaker. There's 3 different sizes, 5 inches, 7 inches, and 9 inches. And those 3 different sizes are made for any size dog, and it's really just one big squeaker that the dogs can get in there and chomp down on. They make a ton of noise. For dogs that like toys that make noise, this is the right choice for them. We did them with an outside nylon coating with an extra banding around it so that they're very strong. They're made to be very durable and very loud.
And all the toys look very, very well made. Now, where can our listeners find out more about the Petmate toys?
There is information about all of the toys on our website at petmate.com. And then additionally, most of these toys can be purchased at pet specialty stores.
Oh, great. And listeners, there will be more information on the episode page so you could find out more about the toys and see pictures of the toys as well. There will also be a link to the website. Thanks so much, Kristen. Now, are there any other toys coming out on the horizon that you could tell our listeners about?
We are working on some really fun new interactive toy concepts, so definitely keep an eye out for those coming onto the market.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Thanks, Kristen, for taking the time to talk to us about the new Petmate toys for dogs and cats. Listeners, you can find out more about the Petmate products at PetLifeRadio.com on the episode page for this segment, or you can go to PetMate.com. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Marie Moody from Stella and Chewy's.
We'll be right back, right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Love your pets but wish their medications were a lot less expensive? They are at 1-800-PET-MEDS. You'll not only save on flea and heartworm medications, but on prescriptions for arthritis, incontinence, thyroid, and more. And you get fast service, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Plus, our licensed pharmacists ensure accuracy, monitor drug interaction, and more. See why over 5 million people have trusted their pet's health to 1-800-PET-MEDS, America's largest pet pharmacy. Call now or order online.
Go to 1-800-PetMeds.com/best, BEST, to get 10% off any order and free shipping on orders of $39 or more at PetMeds.com.
there's a movement afoot. ShoeBuy.com. Join the millions of people who shop ShoeBuy.com's over 400 brands and 500,000 products. Order now and get free shipping and free return shipping. ShoeBuy.com, the world's greatest shoe store.
Walk your dog in style and comfort. Enter the code BFP10, BFP, the number 10, at checkout and get a 10% discount plus free shipping at ShoeBuy.com.
How would you like your business to reach out and invite in our audience? We have a brand new trademark concept called InfoSeeds. InfoSeeds are short 20-second seeds of information about your place of business, practice, or service. Is the best, most cost-effective way to invite us in. We only have a limited number of slots left. For more information, visit the website
PetLifeRadio.com.
Click on sponsorship information. There you can listen to a sample of InfoSeed. Remember, only a limited number of opportunities are available.
Coast to coast and around the world, it's All Behave with Arden Moore. Find out why cats and dogs do the things they do and get the latest buzz from wagging tongues and tails in Rin Tin Tinseltown. From famous pet experts and best-selling authors to television and movie stars, you'll get great tail-wagging pet tips and have a fur-flying fun time. All Behave with America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore. Every week on demand. This is the place for a special paparazzi treat. Only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I have with me today Marie Moody. She is the president and founder of Stella and Chewy's. Welcome, Marie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Very good. It's great to be here. Thanks for inviting me on.
Well, we're grateful and excited to have you on our show. First of all, can you tell our listeners about Stella and Chewy's? It's such a cute name, Stella and Chewy's. It's unusual, and some of our listeners might have heard of it before, but I know there's an interesting story behind the name.
Okay, sure, great. Well, Stella and Chewy are actually my dogs, and people often, the next question I always get is, are they still alive? And the answer to that is yes, they are. They are 14 and 16, and so the company was named after them.
Oh, that's so great. That's so cute, the names together like that. Now, you have a product, the Surf and Turf dinners, that I did get samples and try it on my dog, and my dog is the pickiest eater ever. I've always had dogs that whatever I put out, the dog, snapped it up. Treat snapped it up. This one, and he's not a little dog, he's a mix. He sniffs it. Yeah, he sniffs. Maybe, I don't know. It's even some fancy stuff, like even steak and some things. He just does not. I used the Surf and Turf. He went crazy. Gulped. I mean, crazy.
That's wonderful.
What's in this stuff?
Yeah. That's fairly unusual for a bigger dog too, right? You often think of the smaller dogs as being a little more finicky, but when you get a bigger dog like that won't eat, steak and table scraps, right? Yeah, then you do have a problem. That's wonderful though, and I always say to people when they tell me, oh, the dog loves the food, and I say, oh, that's wonderful, but is your dog a picky eater? And if they say, oh, well, actually no, he eats anything, then I'm really not that impressed. But if somebody says their dog's a picky eater, then that's a great endorsement of the food. So wonderful, great.
Yeah, I have two dogs in my house. One eats everything, and of course, love the Surf and Turf dinner, but the bigger one, who's the Mr. Picky, I thought, okay, let me see, because if he likes this, then I know this is a absolute winner. Not only did he gulped it. He was just crazy for it. He got it before the little one could even come close and snatch any from him, because he just was crazed for this. And I was reading about the product, too, that there's a raw, natural, wholesome ingredients, organic. Can you tell our listeners what goes into the Surf and Turf dinners?
Sure. Well, it's surf and turf, so of course it's it's a salmon. It's natural beef, and then the turf part is whole ground salmon, and it's wild salmon. Then we also put in some liver and some ground bone, And then we put in a little bit of pumpkin and some organic fruits and vegetables like organic cranberries and spinach and broccoli and some carrots and squash and apples and blueberries. And then we also put in some probiotics. So it's really an excellent food. And the food, even though it's dry, you're talking about the freeze-dried that you tried. Even though it's a dried food, it's actually still raw, which when you freeze-dry a food, it makes it really palatable. And that's probably what your dog is responding to, is the palatability of the freeze-dried as well as the wholesomeness of the ingredients. So it really is just like 95% meat and, bone and organ meat, and then 5% fruits and vegetables.
What's the advantage for the pet to have organic freeze-dried food versus the other stuff?
Well, the advantage of the food being organic and of it being freeze-dried is that organic, it's really two different questions. The organic simply means that it's not been treated with pesticides and fresher. It's not treated with hormones and pesticides, and it's cleaner in a sense. And the reason that you would freeze dry a food would be so that you could have it remain raw but still shelf stable. The other way to keep a food raw would be to freeze it. And we also have a food that's frozen. When you freeze dry a food, you remove the moisture while the food is still frozen. So that is really the gold standard of drying. The other way to dry food, you have to use heat. And when you apply heat to something, obviously you're cooking it. And cooking food, it changes it denatures the proteins and it changes it. And in nature, obviously dogs wouldn't cook for themselves. They can't start fires. They don't have thumbs, and they don't cook for themselves. And so the point being that, the closer the food is to its natural state, it's really much better for the dog, and the food is more bioavailable for them. And so they really respond well to a raw diet.
That's great information. What, besides the surf and turf, the actual dinners, there's some other items that you have available, like snacks or treats?
We do. We have treats. We have other flavors of meals. We have beef. We have chicken. We have a whole line of freeze-dried treats. We have, like I said, we have a whole line of frozen. So we're launching a cat food line actually this month, and that's going to be available. It's going to be in the stores next month.
And where can our listeners find out more information about Stella and Chewy's, and also where can they buy these foods?
These foods are available. We sell at independent, the specialty stores. So we don't sell at like a Petco's or the PetSmarts, but we sell at like the neighborhood pet stores. So you can find out where we have a pet store locator on our website, which is www.stellaandchewy's.com. And Stella and Chewy's is spelled out STELLA and then ANDCHEWYS.com.
Okay, great. And there's a store locator list so people can find out if there's a Stella and Chewy product near them.
Exactly. In fact, we just updated it, so I believe you just put your zip code in, and supposedly it's easier to use than ever.
Okay, great. Cool. Is there anything else that you can let our listeners know about your line of freeze-dried dinners?
Well, I think it's really, what we're playing around with now is, I know that we get a lot of feedback, from people buying it that people, that our end consumers, the dogs, really love it. And, I think that, we get a lot of positive feedback on it, that people wish it was, more affordable. And so I would say that is something that we're working on, products that will be more affordable. So we are listening to the feedback that we're getting. I think that really that this freeze-dried product is like the caviar of pet food, really. It's like the best thing on the market. You couldn't find anything that's more palatable or really better for a pet than this freeze-dried pet food. That said, it's definitely, it's not inexpensive, and we recognize that, So we are working here in product development and trying to find things that'll be, more accessible for everybody.
And people can get updated when they go to your website, and we'll also have the information on our episode page so they can, go to the website and find out if there's different product that's coming out that maybe can fit better if they have a small budget.
Exactly. Or bigger dogs, for example. I mean, if you're feeding bigger dogs, they can be harder to feed, really expensive food.
You could also integrate maybe some of the food with some less expensive food.
Right. And that's what a lot of people are doing right now. We're finding that a lot of people are using it as toppers and as treats and, partially. So, but what our goal is to get people to use Stella and Chewy's 100%. So in light of that, we have to come out with some things that people can use 100%.
That's good to know, too, that as a company, it's a very good sense that you're thinking about the consumer in that end, trying to come up with a product that fits everyone's budget or as close as you can, because you do have a premium product, and it's obviously excellent for the dog, and it's made with organic, product, and it uses a lot of natural items in there. So it's good that it's recognized.
Right, exactly. Well, it's only good if people are buying it.
True. But sometimes not everybody can afford the Mercedes or Bentley. So
well, exactly. So you have to have something else that people can drive as well. So that's what we're trying to come up with.
Yeah, well, that would be wonderful, because it is, again, when you see a dog that's fussy, and I never thought big dogs were fussy eaters, because I never had a fussy big dog eater before, and mine is the one, I don't get it, but...
Well, you're going to have a problem, and you're just going to have to accept that you're going to go broke, right?
Yeah, that's it. I'll get a second job so he can eat Stella and Chewy's. It'll be worth it. He'll be happy.
Right. You are going to spend more feeding your dog than yourself, and that's just the way it's going to be.
Yes, that's it. Well, thank you so much for coming on our show and telling our listeners all about the Stella and Chewy freeze-dried products. And I look forward to hearing more about the items, especially the lower budget product that might be coming up in the near future.
Well, thanks for having me. It's been great.
Thanks to my producer, Mark Winter, for making me sound great. So give all your furry friends a kiss, and please come and listen to us next time.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.